Last week, Donald Trump set a new personal best by being indicted for 37 felonies, topping his previous best of 34. And just weeks before that, he was found liable in the E. Jean Carroll civil case of sexual abuse. Now, for most of us, being put on trial for illegally paying a porn star hush money so we could cheat on our wife, or allegedly attempting to make off with top secret documents that could cause irreparable damage to foreign and national security, or being found liable in a sexual abuse case, would be enough to get us fired and outcast from social circles. But Trump cult members are nothing if not brain-numbingly loyal. So let's listen in as conservative pollster Sarah Longwell asks these Trump supporters what they think about his current legal woes and whether or not that would influence them to vote for somebody that was maybe a little bit less of a security risk.
How many of you have heard that Donald Trump was indicted for a second time recently?
Yes.
Everybody knows. Okay.
From the 16 Republican voters we gathered yesterday evening, there were strong reactions to the second indictment of former President Donald Trump.
Well, I think he's being set up.
Oh, yeah. Tell me why.
Well, it's just too arranged. Everything is just too arranged. And when the FBI went in and raided his property at Mar-a-Lago, how do we know what they did and what they didn't do?
What they did and didn't do? Now, I know it's a lot to ask the do-your-own-research crowd to do some goddamn research, but there's this thing called a federal indictment. And if you want to read about it, you can read what the FBI and the National Archives did do. But you have to read it, which is understandably difficult for most Trump supporters to do. And what Miss Ramona is getting at here is the conspiracy theories that good old Benedict Donald has been peddling in hopes that he can play a game of, hey, what's that behind you? To distract you from the fact that he's a complete imbecile. People like Ramona like to think that these pictures that were taken by the FBI were staged, no pun intended, just to set up President Fake News McLiarface, when the reality is they were taken by Trump's employees who were moving around top secret information that they had zero clearance to be in the same room as. And we know this because of these messages. But who needs facts and evidence when you have whataboutism to fall back on?
It's baloney. I mean, just why isn't Biden indicted? Just because he gave them back at an appropriate time? I mean, really? He did exactly the same thing.
Why isn't Biden indicted? That's a great question. And if you had spent even a quarter of the time that you do soaking in the garbage that Tucker Carlson spews on a daily basis, doing even the most basic research into that subject, you'd know that Trump had multiple chances to return the documents, but chose to give back only a portion of what he called his beautiful mind papers, treating national security like a street hustler, playing the show game but with documents containing countries' nuclear capabilities. In Biden's case, his own lawyers discovered the documents and notified the National Archives, who took possession of them the very next morning. Subsequently, the FBI launched an investigation into whether or not Biden mishandled classified information. The difference between the two being that Biden cooperated fully, allowing the search of his residence, which took over 13 hours to complete, while neither he or Jill Biden were present. Whereas the search of Mar-a-Lago required a search warrant. By the way, the special investigator appointed by Merrick Garland was appointed by Trump, and the investigation is still pending.
How many of you distrust the FBI?
The three-letter agencies, the DOJ, the CIA, the FBI.
I'm kind of frustrated by it because on one side, it seems like we're all going all out on President Trump. And on the other side, the wheels of justice are going very slow. It doesn't seem to be like equal amount of resources being devoted to looking into Hunter Biden's laptop.
And what about Hillary Clinton? I mean, Hillary Clinton had all this stuff. And she was never indicted.
This is election interference like we've never seen before.
Yes.
And it's disguised as Trump's a bad guy.
How many of you wanted Hillary Clinton to be indicted for her? Did you think she should go to jail?
Yes.
For what she did?
Absolutely.
Because Trump at the time said that she should go to jail for mishandling classified information. Do you think he should be held to the same standard that he was setting for Hillary Clinton, or do you think that it's different for some reason?
I think he said that when you understand his personality and how he words things, he said that in jest. He didn't. I think He's just trying to paint a word picture. But should she have gotten some sort of punishment? Yes. Yes, I think so.
Hunter Biden's laptop, Hillary's emails. These people are like an old scratched up Limp Bizkit CD stuck on a shitty track just repeating the same dumb shit over and over again. They can't separate their feelings from what would be actual evidence. The FBI is not going to take to trial a case because Kevin with an E thinks it's sus that Hillary Clinton had a private email server. However, if one of those emails contained pictures of top secret documents being kept inside of a bathroom, or if they had tapes of her saying, "These documents I'm showing you are classified, I could have declassified them, but I didn't," to a person with no clearance to see it, or for fuck's sake, showing evidence of her showing a classified map of a country with nuclear capabilities to a washed up rapper that gets mad at beer cans that have rainbows on them.
You know, we're looking at maps and I'm like, am I supposed to be like in on I make dirty records sometimes. I'm like, I do it here.
You didn't think you'd have a hand
What
in
do you think we should do about North Korea? I'm like, what? I don't think I'm qualified to answer this.
You might have a case that's prosecutable in a court of law. It just turns out that these are all things that Orange Julius did. And a word picture? Of course, he was just jesting. I should have seen it from the start. The FBI? They can stand down. They were just jokes. He wasn't saying that the things he did should put people like Hillary in jail. It was just for the giggles. It's not like they created a fucking chant. Oh wait, never mind. That's exactly what they did. Thanks a lot for watching my video. If you liked it, please hit the like and subscribe. If you want to support a soulless ginger, join the Ginger Army for only $3 a month. You also get access to the Tantrum Trump and Prison Trump emojis. And don't forget to join me every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific for our live stream with yours truly. Thanks a lot, guys. Love you. Appreciate you. Stay safe out there.